Hello, FutureMakers. Welcome to TeacherPreneur. It's said that the good thing about science is that it's true, whether you believe it or not. As a science teacher, it is your duty to prove all of it correct, and I know it all begins with one teaching interview. If you are a teacher who's about to apply for the position of science subject teacher, then today's video is definitely for you. In today's video, we will give you an overview about how a science interview looks like. The questions as well as the answers are highly researched, so I think you must watch the whole video before you decide to go for your interview. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Okay, so tell me, what is your teaching philosophy? My teaching philosophy is based on learning by doing. Since science is a very practical subject, we can connect it to the real world. We can actually involve the students in all the experiments and activities so that they can themselves come to a conclusion. We need not teach them to memorize the concepts. In fact, such activities and games help them enhance their knowledge and show their creativity and teamwork as well. While doing the activities, I make sure that I pay attention to all the students. I take constant routes and engage in every group's work. I always try my best that no student is left aloof and each and every student in my class should enjoy learning. Why do you want to teach science in our school? Actually, ma'am, the vision and mission statement of this school aligns with my own. The teachers who are teaching over here are encouraged to do their best. That's what I expect from my school as well. I'm always open to feedback and I would love to improvise myself by teaching in a reputed school like yours. I think this will be a great learning experience for me as well, and I will do my best to be an asset for this school. I've been searching for a school where I can collaborate with other science teachers and brainstorm and come up with new ideas and new ways of teaching science to the children. And I believe I can find that sort of mentors in this organization. Hence, I want to teach science in this school. How would you unite technology in a science classroom? I believe that technology and learning are basically two sides of the same coin. In today's era, we cannot teach without technology. I use technology to develop the interest of the students and also to explain them things in a better manner. Through videos, I like to engage their maximum senses in learning. While they watch, they listen, they think and they talk. There are some concepts and topics that cannot be understood through pictures in the books. Hence, for such topics, I prefer showing them good YouTube videos or sharing links of the blogs that I have come across related to the topic. For example, to teach the metamorphosis of the caterpillar becoming a butterfly, I actually take a video of the same and show it in the class. The students are amazed to see and they always appreciate this and they fall in love with learning. That is what my aim is. So I try and integrate technology in such a way that the interest of the student is maintained and the learning is maximum. Do you intend to connect science with the real world? If yes, how? Wherever I introduce a new topic of science, I try and integrate it to the real world. Science is very much what we see around us. When I start with a topic which the student is familiar with, I try and ask them questions and get an answer from them. And with their answers, I try and connect it to the topic that I'm going to teach. Basically, I go from known to unknown. But if my students are completely strange to the topic, I do teach the concept, but I do not forget to tell them where the topic is applied in real world. And if they do not know the utility of the topic, they might skip the topic altogether, which is something that I do not encourage. My main focus on every topic is not only to make them understand the logic, but also to explain them the why, when and how aspect of it. I also share pictures, stories, examples or incidents that will help them elevate their learning. And that's how I connect science to the real world. As a teacher, how do you think you can inspire the parents in their children's science education? Ma'am, I believe that education is like a triangle where parents and teachers form the base of education, and without their cooperation, the child cannot grow. Building a strong connection with the parents is very important for a teacher. I would always encourage the parents to take part in their child's development and learning. And in case the parents have to discuss anything with me in the parent-teacher meeting, I'm always open to talk. If a child is facing difficulty in learning a particular concept, I also like to take the help of the parents. With that, I can initiate a good bond between the teacher and the parent so that the student is well understood and his scientific knowledge is updated at home as well. How would you evaluate the progress of your students in a science exam? Ma'am, before I start with the lecture, I always ask questions on what we did in the previous lecture. This is a great way to revise what we did in the previous lecture and to know how much the kids have understood about the topic. I always encourage students to engage in classroom discussions and give answers. I do not support the chalk and talk method of teaching. I believe the more engaged the students are, the better they will learn. I pay extra attention to the students who are not getting involved in learning and talk to them after the class to understand the root cause of the problem. This is how I evaluate the progress of students. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. At the end, I would only like to tell you that the best teachers are those who show you where to look but do not tell you what to see. My dear science teachers, I trust that you are one of those best teachers. Now just go for that interview, ace it, and the job is yours. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us what other questions do you want us to answer. Share this video with your teacher friends and subscribe to TeacherPreneur and press that bell icon to be a part of our FutureMakers family. See you soon.